The permitting process. Before workers can enter a permit space, the employer must prepare an entry permit. Once the entry permit is completed, it must be signed by the entry supervisor to authorize entry. The permit must be posted at the entrance to the space or should be made available to authorized entrants and their authorized representatives at the time of entry. The duration of the permit should not exceed the time required to complete the particular task or job identified on the permit. The permit required confined space program must specify that entry into a permit space will only be permitted in line with a written entry permit. In order to be in compliance with OSHA requirements, an entry permit must identify the following information: the permit space to be entered, the purpose of the entry, the date and authorized duration of the permit, the names of authorized entrants, current attendants, and current entry supervisors, the signature or initials of each entry supervisor who authorizes entry, the means of detecting an increase in atmospheric hazard levels in the event the ventilation system stops working, known hazards of the permit space, measures used to isolate the space and to eliminate or control hazards before entry, acceptable entry conditions for the permit space, results of air monitoring tests, dates the tests were performed, and the name or initials of the person who conducted them. Name and telephone numbers of rescue and emergency services and the procedure for contacting them. Communication procedures to be used by authorized entrants and attendants during entry. Special safety equipment to be used, including personal protective equipment, testing equipment, communications equipment, alarm systems, and rescue equipment. Any additional permits that have been issued for work in the permit space, such as a permit for hot work. Any other pertinent information necessary to ensure worker safety while in the permit space.